Hello everyone. It's James again. And today I wanted to talk about how the narcissist will try to drag you down to hell with them. Yes. It's true. The narcissist, just like the devil, knows his time is short. The narcissist man or woman on this planet Earth knows their time is short as well. So besides trying to destroy you, they also try to drag you down to hell with them. Because like the old saying goes, misery loves company. So, what are examples of narcissists trying to drag you down to hell? And what does it look like? Well, the first example I'm going to give might seem controversial, but I believe it to be all too common. And I've seen it play out over and over again. And no one questions it at all. And that's female narcissist not only working hard to destroy good women, but also to drag them down to their level and implant their narcissistic ways of life and ideas into these good women's head. I made a video about this several years ago, but I think it's a good idea to revisit this topic as it's very relevant to this video today. And sadly, right now as we speak, there is a good woman getting worked on covertly right now by a narcissist posing to be her best friend, all for the sake of trying to destroy her life and to drag her to hell, all in the same process. And for you ladies, here's what it looks like. You may be at work, and you make friends with a woman in your department, and you go to lunch together. She seems nice. She's always trying to help you with things at work, and tells you if you ever need anything outside of work to just call her. Now one would think she's just a nice woman, wanting to help out, and she's a good friend. But this is what narcissists, especially covert narcissists, do in the beginning. They create a smokescreen by being extra nice and helpful, all when you've just met this person. Now that being said, some people are just nice and helpful, but there's nothing wrong with keeping a sharp eye and mind about what is going on around. And don't be surprised if things take a sharp turn for the worse. You see, usually, this narcissist woman that is working on you by showing how helpful and kind she is, will start dropping little secrets about her and her life to you, such as bad things she's done in her past, or things she has done behind her boyfriend or husband's back. Not present day but in the past. And what she's doing is making it seem like it was in her past, because she is just trying to see how you will react to this information. Most women, since they've been love bombed with all this good treatment for a handful of months, will be thrown for a loop when this new information is spilled in their lap. They may just say, "Wow, that's bad. You're not doing that now, are you?" And the narcissist's so-called friend will just say, "No, I'm not. I used to be bad, but I'm not anymore." Then things will go back to usual. More love bombing. More helpful type of friendship, workmate type of stuff. Then out of nowhere they will ask you if you want to have a drink with them after work to unwind. These types size up their prey. And they love people that have a hard time saying no. And someone that can't see the forest from the trees. And though she's showing you little signs here and there, she covers it all up with being nice and helpful later on. And you stick around her. Then before you know it, when she feels comfortable to do so, she's asking you that has a boyfriend or husband at home, out for drinks. Before you know it, she's dropping more stories on you, and asking you to go more places you shouldn't go, encouraging you to lie to your husband or boyfriend, and trying to make you think the grass is greener on the other side. And before you know it, she convinces you to give up the man in your life that is good to you and loves you with all of his heart, for running around like a fool having the single life, because your new best friend has convinced you it's the best thing for you. Believe it or not, many a good women have been taken down and turned into monsters by way of another woman that was already a narcissistic Jezebelle monster to begin with. And once they got on this role of taking advantage of hurting good men without consequence, it became harder and harder for them to stop. Now at the end of the day, is it this good woman's fault for listening to an evil Jezebel monster? Yes. But you have to remember, just like the narcissist you met that lied to you, love bombed you, played with your mind and emotions, and they did all of these things before they started to direct you down a horrible path. Well, I have news for you. These Jezebel women, when they meet good women, women that have a life, women that seem like they are going somewhere positive, trust me, they pull out all of the brainwashing stops. This is not to make an excuse for women that fall for this. I'm just calling it out for what it is. Because if a woman sees this video, and notices a new woman friend in her life acting like this, she can pump the brakes and get away from this devil, and cleave to the love and understanding of the good man that is in her life. Narcissist devils have a strong magnetic pull. Friends, family members, dating partners, or those you are married to, they are the ultimate magicians or sorcerers. They make it so hard to say no to them. They put you in positions that play upon your loyalty and emotions. And it's these very strong suits you have they use to pull you down to hell. Because they know you will be loyal to a fault to them just because they were nice and helpful and kind to you, no matter if it was fake or not. And the only way these devils can be stopped is one, through the Word of God, first and foremost, but also knowledge and education. If you know this is what these devils are doing to you, and you know they aren't your friend, that this entire thing was a setup from the word go, it then becomes easier and easier to just say no. I'm sorry, I'm busy. I have some family stuff to take care of. And the more you say that, the more they will move on to someone else. But you have to recognize what's going on, so you know how to get yourself out and away from such entities. Because if you don't, you're headed for Splitsville with your dating partner or the person you're married to. It's a matter of time. And that's not all they want from you. Because your loss is indeed narcissistic supply for them. But they want your soul. They want you to take on their characteristics. They want to see you do the evil they do. They want to see you hurt others as they hurt others. You see, narcissists love to create other narcissists. And they don't just do it with their kids. They will do it with their friends. And they will use whatever tools they have available to them to make this happen. With women at work, they use the old, "Come on, let's go get a drink. Your husband doesn't control your life, right?" Because they know when the average person hears this, they aren't thinking, "This person is using narcissistic shaming tactics on me. I need to get away." Nope. The average person is just feeling the now toxic emotions the narcissist wants you to feel as a result of this shaming language. And if they can turn your life inside out, and turn you into a carbon copy of themselves, and drag you straight to hell, they smile with glee on the inside. And they bask in the glow of narcissistic supply. Here's another example for men. Let's say you have to travel for work. And your very nice workmates, that have been so helpful through and through, try to convince you to do something against you and your family while on this work trip. And again they use shaming language. And come on, aren't we boys? To pull at your loyalty strings. And before you know it, just like in the example I gave with the women, you're making mistakes that are big. And that could mess up your entire life. And before you know it, these new friends are taking up a lot of your time, knowing full darn well it's making you lose time with your wife and children, which will cause friction in your household, which will and can oftentimes lead you into divorce court as a result. Because that's where these devils wanted you to be in the first place. You think they picked you because you were a bad guy? And they thought you would be fun to hang out with and get into trouble with? No. No way. These sickos get off and taking a good person and twisting them and turning them into something evil. It's so much more rewarding for a demonic entity to destroy a good person's life and see them rot in hell, as opposed to one of their peers that was already bad to begin with. They are jealous of you. They are jealous of your spirit and soul of goodness, and your ability to bounce back after you falling short only to try better next time in your life endeavors. They are jealous of your ability to be nice without having motives in the background for your reason to be nice. So when they see this goodness, they not only have to destroy it, they have to turn you into an evil being in order for them to be truly happy. I want you to think back. Even as a kid. Remember that kid that wanted you to do something so bad and so wrong. Remember how frozen with fear you felt. Why is this person asking me to do this? But you also felt like you were losing a friend too. Remember that feeling? Well, I'm here to tell you something. This devil was never your friend. And this person at work, or down the street, or wherever that is asking you to do this or that, all in the name of loyalty or shaming language, isn't your friend. They don't care about you. They only care about dragging you down to hell. Think about the child in the inner city. The good kid. The one trying to avoid the gangs. And the bad kids. But guess who the gangs will target first? That's right. This good child. Why? Because they are jealous. I'm going to tell you. Devils are jealous. They can smell goodness. And they have to take it down and take it out. And before you know it, they brainwashed this young child to fire a gun and ruin his and others' lives. You see. What I want you to get out of this video is this. There are good people out there. But there are evil devils too. And they will disguise themselves as the good people. And they will pull on your emotional heartstrings. And your difficulty to say no. And your strong ability to be loyal. Loyal to a fault. I'm asking you to be aware if someone is coming on too strong. Be aware if someone is asking you to lie to your loved ones. Be aware if someone is telling you something that is off-putting about themselves. And when you feel the need, use whatever, and I mean whatever excuse you can use to distance yourself from these people. You don't have to confront them. Because they will just deny and make your life hard. Just make an excuse and move on with your life. Because the longer you let these people in and around your life, the more of a chance they have of bringing you down to hell with them. Well, that's all I have for now. Please leave your comments in the comments section below. Because like I always say, knowledge and wisdom is power. The more we know, the more we can lead happy and healthy lives. Until next time. Bye for now and be good to yourself.